is the cell growth and cell division. What is the cell growth? Cell growth, it is the irreversible increase of size, height and dry mass. Cell division is the process of producing new cells by dividing the cellular materials. So what is the cell growth? Growing up of cells, simply to say, but how it is growing up, it is irreversibly increasing the size, height of the cell. And the cell has the ability to grow and multiply its number into 2, 4, 8 cells by division. By multiplication, new cells are formed. So what it says, new cells will be formed up. Okay, new cells will be formed up by the division of cellular materials. When they are divided, they will be dividing not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as ordinary numbers, but in binary fission. Binary fission means the powers of 2. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, like that is the binary fusion that we are taking as for division. Okay, right. And to complete the cell division of eukaryotic cell, first the nucleus should divide and then the cytoplasm. Before the cell division of nucleus, the chromosomes which contain and transfers genetic materials, the inherited characters from generation to generation can be seen clearly. What is there? You see, thread-like chromosomes are there. This is the appearance of chromosomes in an ordinary cell. When the cell is dividing, okay, during the division of cell materials, what happens? These chromosomes will be pairing. Can you see that? The chromosomes becomes paired and these are the paired chromosomes. You can see the clear difference between these diagrams. Okay, after or during the cell division, this is how chromosomes are getting on. So accordingly, during this cell division, the cellular materials also divide and they will be forming two cells. So do you know the number of chromosomes in an ordinary somatic cell? Somatic is the initial cell, okay, of a species is constant, which is specific to species. That is something like human cell. We said there are 46 chromosomes in a chromosomal set of human. Oh, this is comprised of 23 pairs of chromosomes. The same hereditary information is borne by each pair of chromosomes. So each of the chromosomal set you take, they do have the same hereditary information. For example, there are 4 chromosomal set, right? One chromosomal set you take, both the chromosomes, they do have the same hereditary information. Another chromosomal set you take, the pair, both the chromosomes, they do have the same hereditary information. And that is how these inherited characteristics or the hereditary information are transmitting from one generation to another generation. Okay, now homologous pair of chromosomes. What is this homologous pair of chromosome? That is the chromosomal set, chromosomal pair having the same hereditary information, same inherited characteristics. So I said you earlier, 2 of the chromosomal set, both of them are having the same hereditary information, and that is what will be transmitted from generation to generation, right? So these are what we term as homologous pair of chromosomes, right? And one of these homologous chromosomes is inherited from father while the other is from mother. Accordingly, human inherits 46 chromosomes, receiving 23 chromosomes from father and 23 chromosomes from mother. You can see they are homologous chromosomes. Look at the first diagram given here. Red and blue color 2 are given. That is for you to identify. This is a pair of 2. Okay, this is a pair of 2 chromosomes, and that is what we term as homologous chromosomes. Blue color is 1, red color is 1. So both together we term as homologous chromosome. And if you take one chromosome, you can see that is like an X shape, right? For this X shape to be formed up, both right and left side should be combined. Can you see that? And these 2 in one chromosome is what we term as sister chromatids. So 2 sister chromatids combining will be forming up one chromosome. 2 chromosomes up and down will be combining to form up homologous chromosomes. And the place where these chromosomes are connected is what we term as kinetochore. And in between the space, that is called the centromere. So these are the parts that we label on a homologous pair of chromosomes. Now we come for the cell division. When we take the cell division, there are 2 types of cell division. What are the 2 types of cell division? Mitosis and meiosis. You see here, the type of division which multiplies the number of cells by maintaining a constant number of chromosomes in the cell. So what is this? When the cells are divided, it maintains a constant number of chromosomes. You can see there it is starting up with 1 cell, and this cell is 2n cell. There are 2 types of cell you take depending on the number of chromosomes. 2n means diploid cell. 1n means we name it as haploid cells. Okay, 2n diploid cells, 1n haploid cells. You see, mitosis, it can be started either as 2n or n, maybe n or 2n it can start, whatever it is. Look at the diagram here. This 2n cell, after replication, it will be pairing on. Can you see that there are 4 chromosomes here? 2 long chromosomes, 2 short chromosomes are there, right? After replication, after combining, after dividing, you can see now they become 4 pairs. Earlier 4 chromosomes, now 4 pairs of chromosomes. Can you see that both 2 long and 2 short have been paired? Thereafter, what happens now? These cells are going to divide. This is what we said. First, chromosomes will be dividing and cell will be dividing with the cytoplasm and nucleus. You see now that is being divided into 2 more cells, and these 2 cells, each cell consisting of 2 long, 2 short chromosomes, and each of them are equal to the initial starting cell. Is it correct? You can see the final cells are equal to the starting cells, and the starting cell we name it as the mother cell, final resultant cell we name it as daughter cells. So accordingly, during mitosis, you can see one mother cell will be resulting in 2 daughter cells. One mother cell will be resulting in 2 daughter cells, and the daughter cells are equal to mother cell. That's correct, right? Can you say that number of chromosomes are equal? And they are identical to each other. They don't have any difference between them, because during the division that will be maintaining a constant number of chromosomes. Chromosomes will not be changed. So you see 2n, 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 but there are 2 cells resulted. So accordingly, this is what we term as mitosis and meiosis. What is this meiosis? The cell division that have the number of chromosomes is the meiosis. That means during the cell division, number of chromosomes will be halving. Halving means it becomes half. Okay. During the cell division, starting to end, mother to daughter cells, when it is resulted, number of chromosomes become half. In mitosis, we said number of chromosomes will be staying the same. For an example, let's say the starting, for an example, right? Starting cell is 10 chromosomes, ending up cells will be also 10 chromosomes in each cell. And meiosis, you take starting chromosomes, if it is 10, ending up will be 5, halving the number of chromosomes. Okay, you see there, mother cell I'm going to start up with 2n cell. And here there are 2 divisions. Mitosis, only 1 division. Meiosis, there are 2 divisions. What are the 2 divisions? You see now, after replication, the chromosomes becomes paired. Can you see that 4 chromosomes become 4 paired? Okay, 4 paired. And now it is dividing into 2. Now it is dividing into 2. You see there, it divides into 2, giving each cell only 2 pairs. Observe that. Second part of this diagram, you see that contains 4 pairs of chromosomes. And the third step, it consists of only 2 pairs of chromosomes, 1 long, 1 short, each in 1 cell. You can say that. Okay. And thereafter, in the fourth step, what happens? There are 4 cells resulted. Each of 1 cell in the third step will be dividing 2 more cells, and altogether finally resulted cells are 4. And each of them, they do have only 1 chromosome short and 1 chromosome long. There are no pairs. Let me take the third point again. 2 long, 2 short. That means 1 pair long, 1 pair short. Dividing equally into 2, 1 long each for 2 cells, 1 short each for 2 cells. Accordingly, 2 cells. The other one also resulting the same way, 2 cells, altogether 4 cells. Now these are the daughter cells, and there are 4 daughter cells resulted. There are 4 daughter cells resulted. Now we compare the mother cell and the daughter cell. You see in the mother cell there are 4 chromosomes, but daughter cells, each daughter cell consisting of only 2 chromosomes, 1 long and 1 short. So what happened for the number of chromosomes? They become half. They become half. So you see the pathway here, 2n became 2n and 2n became n. So this is halving. This is halving. So the first division and the second division, n retains as n. So accordingly, what is the division here? The first division, 2n became n. That is the meiotic division or meiosis, halving the number. And n remains n in the last step. N remains n means number of chromosomes have not been changed. That is mitosis. Accordingly, there are 2 divisions in meiosis. Division 1 is meiotic division. Division 2 is mitosis division. here according to the diagram. And this might be changed depending on the cell division diagram given on the papers. Okay, we are going to read them now. In mitosis, first the nucleus divides and then the cytoplasm divides to produce two identical daughter cells equal to the mother cell. That's correct, right? Okay. So here there's a space given. This is the space where you have to draw the diagram on your tube. What are the significance of this mitosis for the growth of multicellular organisms? Unicellular organisms, they do have only one cell. They don't want to divide. But multicells, to become multi in the number of cells, cells should be divided. And when these cells are divided, number of chromosomes should be maintained constant, and that is because of mitosis. As an asexual reproduction method, also this mitosis, especially in microorganisms, wound healing and cell replacement. Whenever there is a wound injuries, okay, the wound to be healed up, cured on, and the cells to grow up, covering up that layer, to the cells to replace, there should be cells divided and growing up to form new cells. That is because of mitosis. So these are the significant functions of mitosis. And meiosis, the cell division that half the number of chromosomes is the meiosis. We said after the gametes being fused, the number of chromosomes of a species should be maintained constant. Gamete cells are the egg cells and sperm cells. Okay, so these gamete cells, we said they do have only 23 chromosomes in each. After they have fused, 23 plus 23 become 46. So this 46 to maintain constant meiosis should be happen. For that, the number of chromosomes should be halved during the formation of gametes and become N. So you see now, during the formation of these gamete cells, 46 becomes 23 in each egg and sperm cells. After fertilization, 23 plus 23 become 46. And again, in generation to generation, that is how it goes on. So below, that is the space for you to draw the diagram of meiosis. Meiosis takes place in two stages. The first stage is meiotic division, reduction division, and the next is the mitosis. I can say first division is meiotic, second division is mitosis. And then during meiosis, structural changes occur in chromosomes. Chromosomes will be changing up. Therefore, new variations or new characters appear in organisms. Evolution, according to science, it takes place because of meiosis. The major example we are giving is man came from monkeys. Okay, so this is due to the changes occurring in meiotic cell division. So accordingly, what are the significances here? Maintenance of constant number of chromosomes from generation to generation, from one generation to another generation. That means man to man, generation to generation, that 46 should be maintained. Okay, for this, meiosis is important. Help in evolution due to variations occurring in chromosomes. During meiosis, there will be variations taking place. So as a result, there will be evolution too. There will be new sort of organisms carrying on. According to science, basically the world life is organized by the concept of evolution. So this is all about the meiosis and mitosis. You see there, do you know it's regarding the fertilization? The meiosis takes place during formation of gametes, eggs and sperms in higher organisms. You see there, egg cells or ovum 23 chromosomes, sperm cells 23 chromosomes. 23 plus 23 gives you 46 chromosomes in 23 pairs, and that is the fertilized. The very first fertilized cell after fertilization is what we term as zygote. Eggs and sperms possess only one chromosome of each pair of chromosomal set. So 2n becomes n. When these gametes fuse to form the zygote, the chromosomes become n plus n, 2n. That's correct, right? Here it is n, n plus n, 2n. 2n is there in zygote. 23 plus 23 becomes 46. So this is all about meiosis and mitosis. The final part, we are going to differentiate them. What are the differences? Meiosis takes place in two divisions. They do have two divisions, meiotic and mitosis. Mitosis, only one division. And meiosis takes place only in diploid cells. That's correct, right? Meiosis takes place only in diploid. Why? That should be halving. 2n becomes n. 2n becomes n. If it is starting from n, n becomes n over 2. It cannot be happen in living organisms. Always whole numbers. So only diploid cells will be starting up, but mitosis you take, it maintains the constant 2n to 2n, n to n. So it takes place in both diploid and haploid cells. Meiosis, variations occur, thus changes take place in chromosomes. There will be variations taking place during meiosis, so that there will be evolution too. But mitosis, no variations or rarely chromosomes change on. Okay, that is mitosis. Meiosis, 4 daughter cells result. Mitosis, only 2 daughter cells are resulted. Meiosis, 4 daughter cells receives half of the chromosomal number of mother cells. That's correct, right? 46 chromosomes becomes 23. So halving the number of chromosomes could be seen in meiosis. Mitosis, 2 daughter cells receives the same chromosomal number as the mother cell. Number of chromosomes will be equal in mother cells and daughter cells, that is in mitosis. And meiosis, daughter cells are different from mother cell. That's correct, right? But mitosis, they are identical to mother cell because number of chromosomes are same, so they are similar to the mother cell. Daughter cells are identical to mother cell. So these are the differences between meiosis and mitosis. So hope that you all have understood about what is the lesson we have done today.
To get notified about our next videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel Science with Anas Mahideen.